Hi betting experts, on Saturday October the 14th, a 9-race bonanza on ITV on Saturday. York and Newmarket cracking flat racing as the turf season draws to a close. The weather, well, it is rain around. Newmarket have had plenty of it. I'm expecting conditions to ease across the country. Hopefully it won't get too bad. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Bet365. Goes in the 1:15 at York, the Rockingham, a listed contest over 6 furlongs for 2-year-olds only, and I'm strong here on Star Law. Now, Sir Michael Stout's unexposed performer looked really smart, I thought, when winning at Sandown on his debut, something that the Stout yard would not be known for at all, and that was a strong race. I was at the track that day. There are a lot of very nice 2-year-olds in the race, and he showed a really good attitude to get things done, and I thought he shaped a lot better than the bare result. Under a penalty there last time out, he made his headway very quickly to get into second and looked a real threat until fading in the last 100 yards. He's got lots of scope to do a good deal better with more racing experience. I think critically he's fresh. He's only had 2 starts, whereas a few of these have been on the go for quite some time. I'm expecting him to go really close under Kingscote. The flat track will definitely help him. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Bet365, goes in the 3:50 at Newmarket. The Darley Stakes, a Group 3 over 1 mile 1 for 3-year-olds and upwards, and I'm strong here on Knight of Simon Ed. Crisford knows a useful performer, still improving. He's won 2 of his 6 career starts so far, and I thought it was the best effort he'd done so far when just denied by the prolific and resolute Chindit in a warm listed contest at Sandown last time out. He was a bit free in the early stages and did well to throw down a challenge. I think the slight step up in triple 1 mile 1 will suit him in a strongly run race at a flat track on better ground, hopefully, and he can swoop late under regular rider James Doyle. I think a price around 5-1 is more than fair. The remaining 7 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll spin through them in time order. Newmarket, the 125, the Emirates Autumn Stakes, a Group 3 over a mile for 2-year-olds. Well, Ambient Friendly was a very rare James Fanshawe first time out winner when he routed his rivals from the front at Leicester last month, landing quite strong market support late in the process in the style of a very useful performer. He now steps right up in class to Group 3 company on Saturday. Marcan's been booked. He's got plenty of scope. Again, he's fresh, he handles cutting the ground, and I think he can improve past these rivals. Staying at Newmarket for the 2 o'clock, the Group 1 Dewhurst for 2-year-olds over 7 furlongs. I think it's a match on form between City of Troy of Aidan O'Brien and Iberian of Charlie Hills. One's odds on, one's 4-1. I think you have to go with Iberian. He's created a deep impression in winning 2 of his 3 career starts so far, quickening up quite smartly at Newbury and Doncaster. He's revelled on soft ground under a confident ride last time out, and I think there's loads more improvement in the tank. If the rain arrives and eases things, that's definitely a big plus. Over to York for the 225, a sprint handicap. Typical minefield this, but Apollo 1 is more reliable than most, and although he's been inching up the weights without winning this summer, he always gives his running. He's got optimum's conditions here. Kingscote's booked. I think a flat track will suit him. He ran really well at Beverley last time and up on a really strong pace and just wilting up the final climb there. I think this flat track will suit him. The Cesarewitch at 2:40, probably the big betting race of the day, 2 mile 2 furlong. This could be a real test of stamina if the rain gets in, and I like Wordsworth here, who's joined David Pipe. Now, he was pretty impressive from the front at Bangor on his second start over hurdles, first start for the yard, making all, jumping well, running on really strongly, and he's back on the flat here with Christian Howarth, a very good booking, taking off £5. He won't mind the ground easing, and he definitely stays, so I think he's liable to get a positive attacking ride. He's a big price for me, 16-1 at the moment. Over to York for a maiden at 3:05. Over a mile, well, the market will guide here, but Align the Stars has at least got experience in the book, and he's likely to get a front-running ride from Richard Kingscote. Never a bad plan of attack at York. Back to Newmarket for the 3:15, the Zetland, a Group 3 over 1 mile 2. Well, Arabian Crown has looked the real deal for Charlie Appleby. He's progressing run to run, and I think the step up to 1 mile 2 will bring out more. He impressed me over a mile at Salisbury last time out under a positive ride, finding strongly for pressure to see off a series of challenges. That is strong form. He's up in class to a Group 3, but Buick's booked. I think he'll be positive again. He's a galloper rather than a quickener, and there's more to come from him. And finally at York, the 3:35, Quite keen on one here. Handicap over an extended 1 mile too. Well, Obelix was disappointing last time out on heavy ground at Donny, but he'd been progressing well previously. He ran a cracker at this track in August when 5th. That's good form, and he was a bit unlucky there. Better ground expect on Saturday. Hopefully it won't get too testing there if the rain arrives. Cheek pieces on, shoe mark booked. A strongly run race will suit him. I think Obelix will go really well at hopefully a double figure price. Best of luck with all 9 races on ITV on Saturday, betting experts.